Tell me a little bit about the modules themselves.
Sure. So at present, there's 5 modules that are up and running. There's a sixth one that I think is the kind of the heftiest one. That's Literacy Foundations. But it really starts out sort of at the beginning, right? There's a module that's Introduction to Dyslexia. And then the second module is Dyslexia and the Brain. The third module, I think, is Screening and Assessment. Then there's one for early childhood education. And then there's one for multilingual English learners and dyslexia. So, and they all pretty much follow the same format, right? They can be used asynchronously or synchronously, pretty independent if you access them, or you can do them in a group or independently or as a class. And they're very interactive, right? There's sort of short quizzes that pop up. There's case studies, there's lots of resources, there's mini quizzes. And I think each module, I think the estimated time to complete is about an hour, right? It kind of depending on how you go through it. So, there's conformity in each model about the objectives, and the structure of each module is pretty similar, and then just the content varies. And then once the literacy foundations, which is really more the instructional part, the intervention part of dyslexia, is up and running, there'll be the whole all six of them. And then some funding was extended, and from the modules that we developed, 2 more are coming up, and one of them is for writing. So writing as a component of students with learning disabilities. And then, so that's dysgraphia, right? And that's pretty broad, I think, but might target more like secondary students. I'm not quite sure. I'm not involved in that. So, it's in the making. And then there's a broader one for reading instruction as well, from like K through 12 students. So just kind of felt there was a little void in some of the modules that we came up with, the 6. And then, so those 2 are in development.